Pichu, introduced in Generation 2, is known as the tiny mouse Pokemon and is a pure electric type. As a baby Pokemon, Pichu struggles to control the electricity stored in its small, developing cheek pouches. When it tries to hold too much power, it often shocks itself by accident. This characteristic is highlighted both in the games and the Pokemon anime, where Pichu's clumsy control of electricity is a recurring and charming theme, setting it apart from its evolved forms, Pikachu and Raichu. Pichu is playful and sociable, often seen interacting with others of its kind. In the anime, especially in shorts like those featuring the Pichu brothers, it's shown to enjoy playful mischief. However, its excitement can sometimes lead to accidental zaps affecting itself or nearby Pokemon. Thankfully, these shocks are usually mild, reflecting its still growing electrical abilities. Pichu evolves into Pikachu after developing a high level of friendship with its trainer, emphasizing the importance of emotional bonds in its growth. Once evolved, it gains better control over its electricity and becomes a more capable battler. Despite its modest stats, Pichu is beloved for its adorable design, round cheeks, and its role as the first stage in the evolutionary line of one of the franchise's most iconic Pokemon. Cleffa, the captivating baby form of Clefairy, made its debut in Pokemon Gold and Silver. Known as the Star-shaped Pokemon, this adorable fairy type, previously classified as normal before Generation 6, is inspired by celestial themes, tying it to meteor showers and nighttime myths. With its rounded body, stubby limbs, and soft pink hue, Cleffa resembles a tiny star, exuding irresistible charm. A fascinating trait of Cleffa is its mysterious habitat. It is typically found in mountainous areas or regions linked to falling stars, suggesting a possible extraterrestrial origin. Certain Pokédex entries even speculate that Cleffa arrived on meteors, reinforcing the cosmic connection shared with Clefairy and Clefable. Cleffa evolves into Clefairy by achieving a strong bond of friendship with its trainer. When Clefairy is exposed to a moonstone, it further evolves into Clefable, completing a celestial-themed evolutionary pattern. Smaller and more delicate than its evolved forms, Cleffa relies on its endearing appearance and subtle moves to shine. Although its battle stats are modest, it learns supportive and status-inflicting moves that highlight its gentle nature. Introduced in Generation 2, Cleffa emphasized the importance of breeding and friendship in the Pokemon series. Its arrival offered fans a heartwarming glimpse into the cosmic beauty and innocent charm that define this evolutionary line. Igglybuff, introduced in Pokemon Gold and Silver, is affectionately known as the Balloon Pokemon, and serves as the baby pre-evolution of Jigglypuff. This tiny pink normal and fairy-type Pokemon, originally pure normal before Generation 6, is soft, bouncy, and elastic, perfectly reflecting its playful and delicate nature. Although much smaller than Jigglypuff or Wigglytuff, Igglybuff shares their iconic wide-eyed appearance, showcasing its familial connection to a lineage centered around singing and cuteness. Biologically, Igglybuff is in the early stages of developing its vocal abilities. Its lungs and vocal cords are still maturing, making it eager to practice singing as often as possible. However, its limited stamina sometimes results in off-key notes and squeaky melodies. These early vocal exercises, despite their imperfections, are crucial for strengthening the powerful singing capabilities that define its evolved forms. In the games, Igglybuff evolves into Jigglypuff through high friendship, reinforcing Generation 2's focus on fostering bonds between trainers and Pokemon. With the use of a Moonstone, Jigglypuff can further evolve into Wigglytuff, completing its melodic transformation. While Igglybuff's stats are modest, its charm shines through in spin-offs in the Pokemon anime, where it's often portrayed as a friendly and lovable companion. This adorable beginning in the Jigglypuff line reminds fans of the joy found in even the smallest and gentlest Pokemon. Togepi, a small and endearing fairy-type Pokemon, was introduced in Generation 2, originally classified as a normal type until the fairy typing was introduced in Generation 6. Most of Togepi's pale yellow body is encased in a sturdy eggshell adorned with red and blue triangular patterns. This shell isn't just decorative, it acts as a protective layer, symbolizing Togepi's delicate stage of development. With its puffy collar and 5 short spikes on its head resembling a tiny crown, Togepi's design radiates innocence and charm. According to the Pokédex, Togepi draws happiness from the kind feelings of those around it, often returning that joy to others. This unique trait reinforces its connection to positivity and emotional bonds rather than sheer physical strength. Its stubby arms and legs, which protrude from the lower part of the shell, add to its baby-like appearance, while its uncoordinated movements make it even more endearing. Togepi evolves into Togetic when it forms a strong friendship with its trainer, reflecting the importance of trust and care in its development. Togetic can then evolve into Togekiss when exposed to a shiny stone, completing its transformation into a graceful, airborne fairy type. Despite its small size, Togepi has become a symbol of companionship and kindness, making memorable appearances in the anime and other Pokemon media. It perfectly embodies the transformative power of trust and affection in the Pokemon world. Tyrogue, known as the Scuffle Pokemon, is a pure fighting type introduced in Pokemon Gold and Silver. Its design emphasizes a small humanoid figure with a purple and beige color scheme, complemented by a short crest on its head that reflects its bold and feisty personality. Tyrogue is renowned for its relentless determination to improve, training tirelessly day and night until it reaches exhaustion. This drive to push its limits makes it stand out among baby Pokemon, embodying the essence of a young warrior in the making. What truly sets Tyrogue apart is its branching evolution system, a mechanic introduced in Generation 2. At level 20, Tyrogue evolves based on its attack and defense stats. If attack is higher, it becomes Hitmonlee. If defense is greater, it evolves into Hitmonchan, and if the stats are equal, it transforms into Hitmontop. The unique system highlights Tyrogue's adaptability and fighting spirit, shaped by how it develops under a trainer's guidance. Tyrogue's compact muscular frame is perfectly suited for rigorous physical activity, which is essential for its growth. Unlike most baby Pokemon, Tyrogue actively seeks out battles, displaying a scrappy and determined attitude. Although its overzealous nature can lead to overexertion, this same energy drives its rapid progress toward one of 3 distinct evolutions, showcasing its resilience and unique role in the Pokemon world. Smoochum, introduced in Generation 2 as the pre-evolved form of Jynx, is affectionately known as the Kiss Pokemon. This Ice Psychic type is small and toddler-like with a round pink body and a large head, topped by blonde hair-like tufts. Its most striking feature is its thick, prominent lips, which play a central role in its curious behavior. Smoochum uses its mouth to explore the world, kissing or licking unfamiliar objects to gather information. This quirky habit reflects its playful yet inquisitive nature, as noted in various Pokédex entries. Biologically, Smoochum's lips are extremely sensitive, functioning as a key sensory tool for understanding its surroundings. This heightened sensitivity drives its habit of tasting objects as a way of investigation. Interestingly, Smoochum has a touch of vanity. It's often seen admiring itself in reflective surfaces, ensuring it looks clean and presentable. It also has an instinct to frequently wipe its lips, keeping them spotless, which further underscores its meticulous personality. At level 30, Smoochum evolves into Jynx, transforming into a more mature and powerful form capable of formidable Psychic and Ice-type moves. While its stats remain modest in its baby form, Smoochum's charming design, curious demeanor, and potential to evolve into the elegant Jynx have secured it a memorable place among the baby Pokemon introduced in the Johto region. Elekid, the baby form of Electabuzz, made its debut in Generation 2 as a pure Electric-type Pokemon. Its bright yellow body, adorned with bold black stripes, is instantly recognizable, but its most striking feature is the pronged head shape like an electric plug. This unique design reflects its natural ability to generate and discharge electricity. As described in various Pokédex entries, Elekid builds static by spinning its arms or body, releasing the accumulated energy through its horn-like prongs. However, it struggles to manage large amounts of electricity, quickly depleting its energy reserves, a trait that highlights its early stage of development. Elekid's compact size and short limbs are ideal for agility rather than power, allowing it to move swiftly and navigate environments rich in electricity, such as power stations or urban areas. While not as strong as its evolved forms, Elekid exhibits a bold and adventurous spirit, hinting at the fiery temperament that becomes more pronounced in Electabuzz. At level 30, Elekid evolves into Electabuzz, gaining improved stats and access to a wider array of Electric-type moves. In later generations, Electabuzz can evolve into Electivire when traded holding an Electurizer, completing its evolutionary line. Elekid's introduction in Pokemon Gold and Silver not only expanded the roster of baby Pokemon, but also highlighted the new breeding mechanics that defined Generation 2, making it a memorable addition to the Pokemon series. Magby, introduced in Generation 2, is affectionately known as the live coal Pokemon. This small fire type is instantly recognizable by its bright red body and the lumpy protrusions on its chest, which function like radiators to help regulate its internal temperature. One of Magby's most distinctive traits is its ability to produce flames that reflect its health. When in peak condition, it spits vibrant yellow flames, while black smoke often mixes with its fire if it's feeling weak or fatigued. This visible change offers a unique way for trainers to monitor its well-being. Magby's body temperature can reach an astonishing 1,100 degrees Fahrenheit or 600 degrees Celsius, a remarkable feat for such a petite Pokémon. This extreme heat makes it a natural inhabitant of volcanic regions, where the intense environment complements its fiery nature. However, Magby's high temperature and active personality can lead to accidental scorch marks on its surroundings, a reminder of its untamed energy. Though Magby lacks the raw strength of its evolved forms, it shows steady growth over time. At level 30, it evolves into Magmar, gaining significant power and control over its fire. In later generations, Magmar can evolve into Magmortar when traded holding a Magmarizer, completing its fiery transformation. This evolutionary line highlights Magby's journey from a spirited, coal-like spark to a blazing powerhouse, exemplifying the themes of development and progression central to Generation 2. Azurill, introduced in Generation 3, is fondly known as the Polka Dot Pokémon and serves as the baby form of Marill. Originally classified as a normal type, it gained the fairy typing alongside normal in Generation 6. Azurill's round blue body is distinguished by its oversized tail, which makes up to nearly 1/3 of its total weight. This tail contains a springy, elastic substance that allows Azurill to bounce and float, acting as both a cushion and a tool for playful exploration. Its endearing habit of ricocheting off surfaces adds to its whimsical charm. Azurill is typically found near freshwater environments such as ponds, rivers, and lakes, reflecting its evolutionary line's affinity for aquatic habitats. While its swimming skills are underdeveloped, Azurill often dips its tail into water as a way to build confidence and prepare for the stronger swimming abilities it will gain in its later forms. Azurill evolves into Marill through a high level of friendship, emphasizing Pokemon's recurring theme of growth through emotional bonds. At level 18, Marill evolves into Azumarill, completing the water-loving evolutionary line. Though Azurill's battle stats are modest, its ability to learn supportive and status-inflicting moves gives it niche utility. With its gentle demeanor and playful reliance on its bouncy tail, Azurill captures the innocence of baby Pokemon while hinting at the impressive potential of its future evolutions. Wynaut, introduced in Generation 3, is a cheerful Psychic-type Pokemon affectionately known as the Bright Pokemon. Its most distinctive trait is its ever-present smile, which stays fixed regardless of its actual mood. When displeased, Wynaut forgoes frowns or growls, opting instead to slap its tail on the ground, a behavior that effectively communicates its feelings. These actions are most commonly observed in herds, as Wynaut prefer to travel in tightly knit groups for comfort and collective safety. During the day, these herds rest in dark caves, avoiding sunlight and conserving energy. At night, they emerge to play and practice endurance-building activities under the moonlight, often squeezing close together. This playful bonding helps them develop the defensive techniques they will master as Wobbuffet, Wynaut's evolved form. Wynaut also have a fondness for sweet-smelling berry trees, using their ear-like arms to pluck fruit. Their favorite is the lychee berry, which is linked to the elusive Mirage Island, a rare location that Wynaut are rumored to frequent. Wynaut evolves into Wobbuffet at level 15, transforming from a playful demeanor to a more stoic and strategic battle style. Despite its small size and seemingly fragile appearance, Wynaut's social habits and focus on countering opponents highlight its surprisingly tactical nature, making it more than just a bright and cheerful companion. Budew, introduced in Generation 4, is affectionately known as the Bud Pokemon and acts as the baby pre-evolution of Roselia. A dual grass poison type, Budew's design is centered around its small bulb-like body topped by a tightly closed bud. This bud remains sealed most of the time but opens under warm sunlight, releasing a sweet-smelling pollen that can cause sneezing in nearby humans and Pokemon. Its green body and delicate yellow markings symbolize its unformed potential, hinting at the blossoming beauty of its future evolutions. Thriving near clean water sources, Budew prefers moist environments that keep its bloom healthy. It is highly sensitive to temperature changes. In cold weather, its petal remains tightly shut to conserve energy, reflecting its deep connection to the natural cycles of growth and renewal. This biological sensitivity reinforces the themes of patience and development tied to its evolutionary line. In the games, Budew evolves into Roselia through high friendship during the daytime, underscoring Generation 4's emphasis on the bond between Pokemon and trainers. Roselia can then evolve into Roserade with the use of a shiny stone, completing the transformation into a graceful and powerful floral Pokémon. While Budew's stats are modest, its ability to learn status and healing moves hints at the supportive and elegant nature of its later forms. Budew's charm, ecological ties, and friendship-based evolution make it a gentle and promising start to a beautiful lineage. Chingling, introduced in Generation 4, is a pure Psychic-type Pokémon known as the Bell Pokémon. Its small, round, yellow body looks like a jingling bell, complete with a red orb inside its mouth that works like a clapper. By shaking this orb, Chingling creates high-pitched ringing sounds, sometimes ultrasonic, that can startle or even annoy its enemies. Despite its tiny size, Chingling has a surprising powerful sound-based defense that highlights its unique abilities. Chingling's body is specially designed to produce these sounds. The red orb and its hollow body work together to send sound waves over long distances. It uses these sounds both for communication and as a way to protect itself. In peaceful moments, Chingling may make soft, pleasant ringing noises. However, when it feels threatened, it can release a loud, piercing cry to scare off predators or confuse attackers. Chingling evolves into Chimecho by leveling up with high friendship at night, emphasizing the importance of the bond between Pokémon and trainer. Once it evolves, Chimecho becomes sleeker and improves its sound-based abilities. In the Sinnoh region, Chingling's gentle ringing is often connected to feelings of calm or mystery, adding to its charm. Although small and delicate, Chingling's unique design and strong abilities make it one of the most memorable baby Pokémon from Generation 4. Bonsly, introduced in Generation 4, is a rock-type Pokémon that looks like a tiny potted plant with a trunk-like body and round leaf-like growths on top. Although it appears plant-like, it's made entirely of rock. One of its unique traits is its ability to release water that look like tears. However, this isn't because it's sad, it's simply how Bonsly manages its internal moisture. It's quite particular about humidity, and these tears help keep its body balanced in drier conditions. Many trainers mistakenly think Bonsly is emotional when it starts crying, but this behavior is purely practical. Bonsly is naturally suited to dry habitats where conserving and regulating water is important for survival. It evolves into Sudowoodo when it learns the move Mimic, reflecting its tendency to copy others before growing into a stronger, more stable form. While Bonsly's stats are relatively low as a baby Pokémon, its rock typing and mimicry make it an interesting choice for trainers looking for unique strategies. Bonsly's design highlights Generation 4's creativity in creating pre-evolved forms, combining adorable looks with quirky abilities. Despite its small size, Bonsly adds charm and depth to any team, especially as it grows into its more battle-ready evolution, Sudowoodo. Mime JR, introduced in Generation 4, is a playful Psychic-type Pokémon, gaining a Fairy typing starting in Generation 6. Known as the Mime Pokémon, this baby form of Mr. Mime is small, clown-like, and full of charm. It has a pink, round head topped with a blue, curly cap that bounces slightly as it moves, giving it an adorable, whimsical look. Its happy and innocent expression matches its love for mimicry and performing. The blue frill around its middle adds to its costume-like appearance, emphasizing its theatrical nature. Mime JR is known for its amazing ability to mimic and create illusions. When it imitates someone or something, it doesn't just copy actions, it captures the essence of what it's mimicking, showing surprising skill for such a tiny Pokémon. Mime JR thrives in lively places where it can entertain crowds, using its psychic powers to create tricks that confuse foes and delight onlookers. These abilities hint at the more advanced psychic moves it will master as it evolves. To evolve into Mr. Mime, Mime JR needs to learn the move Mimic and level up. In later generations, Mime JR also has a Galarian evolutionary path showcasing its adaptability. Despite its small size, Mime JR shines through its playful illusions and love of performance, making it a standout among baby Pokémon. Happiny, introduced in Generation 4, is known as the Playhouse Pokémon. This normal type is the baby form of the Chansey evolutionary line and is much smaller and lighter than its older counterparts. With its round, pink, and cream body and cheerful expression, Happiny exudes charm. Despite its tiny size, it shares Chansey's natural caregiving instincts. One of its most adorable habits is carrying a smooth, oval-shaped stone in the white pouch around its waist. This behavior mimics the way Chansey and Blissey carry their eggs, showing Happiny's desire to be just like them. Happiny's body is soft and squishy, making it more delicate than its evolved forms. To protect itself, it uses its pouch to hold items and its bouncy body to absorb impacts from accidental tumbles. While not built for physical strength, Happiny can surprise opponents by using clever moves like Copycat and Sweet Kiss, relying on strategy over power. Happiny evolves into Chansey when leveled up with High Friendship while holding an Oval Stone during the daytime. From there, Chansey can evolve into Blissey with even more friendship. Happiny's cute, childlike nature and nurturing tendencies highlight the softer, more caring side of Pokemon. Its playful imitation of Chansey's egg-carrying behavior has made Happiny a fan favorite among baby Pokemon. Munchlax, introduced in Generation 4, is a normal-type Pokemon lovingly known as the Big Eater Pokemon. As the baby form of Snorlax, Munchlax is smaller but just as obsessed with food. Its round, furry body and short limbs are perfect for waddling around in search for snacks. True to its nickname, Munchlax constantly eats to fuel its rapid growth, often stashing extra food in its fur for later. This quirky habit leads to funny moments in the games and anime, where its focus on eating often gets it into amusing situations. Munchlax has an incredible digestive system, allowing it to eat just about anything without trouble. Whether it's rummaging through trash or foraging in fields, Munchlax will happily search for any morsel it can find. Despite its round and chubby appearance, it's surprisingly active and energetic, especially compared to the more laid-back Snorlax it will one day become. Munchlax evolves into Snorlax by achieving high friendship with its trainer and leveling up, reinforcing the theme of growth through strong bonds. Once evolved, Snorlax becomes a giant powerhouse with the same insatiable appetite. Munchlax's lovable gluttony, combined with its playful and determined personality, offers a fun and lighthearted take on the journey to becoming one of Pokemon's most iconic heavyweights. Riolu, introduced in Generation 4, is a fighting-type Pokemon known as the Emanation Pokemon. With its pointed ears, small muzzle, and red eyes framed by a black mask, Riolu has a youthful and energetic look. Its blue fur, accented by black markings on its body and limbs, hints at its eventual evolution into the sleek and powerful Lucario. One of Riolu's unique traits is its ability to sense and emit aura, a special energy tied to emotions and spirit. While it hasn't mastered this ability like Lucario, Riolu can detect the feelings of others, making it remarkably empathetic. In the wild, Riolu is often found in mountainous or remote areas, living in small groups that train together. This strong sense of teamwork and determination is central to its personality and prepares it for its evolution. Riolu is loyal and brave, but its playful and curious nature also shines through, making it a favorite among trainers. Riolu evolves into Lucario when it reaches high friendship with its trainer and levels up during daytime, highlighting the importance of trust and bonds. Despite its modest stats, Riolu has access to strong fighting moves and priority attacks, foreshadowing the powerful abilities of Lucario. Its connection to aura and its role as the pre-evolution of fan-favorite Lucario have made Riolu a standout Pokemon, loved for its mix of strength, loyalty, and playful charm. Mantyke, introduced in Generation 4, is known as the Kite Pokemon, perfectly describing its manta ray-like body that glides effortlessly through ocean currents. This water-flying type Pokemon has a round disc-shaped form with a cheerful face on its underside and two small antenna-like bumps on top of its head. Its back is often marked with red circular patterns, which can vary depending on its region, though small Mantyke's wing-like fins allow it to gracefully ride waves and currents, reflecting its calm and gentle nature. Mantyke's slick, smooth skin helps it move easily through water, reducing friction and making it a natural swimmer. It's usually found in warm coastal waters, where it feeds on plankton and often interacts with other aquatic Pokemon. A unique feature of Mantyke's evolution involves its partnership with Remoraid. When Mantyke levels up with a Remoraid in the party, it evolves into Mantine. This symbiotic relationship mirrors what happens in the wild, where Remoraid attached to Mantine for transportation while helping remove parasites. Although Mantyke's stats are modest, it can learn several water and support moves, making it a useful companion in battle. Its introduction added depth to the Sinnoh region's Pokemon lineup by showcasing a peaceful social marine lifestyle and emphasizing cooperative evolution, which has made Mantyke a memorable addition to the world of Pokemon. Toxel, introduced in Generation 8, is a unique electric poison Pokemon, a rare combination in the Pokemon world. Known as the Baby Pokémon, Toxel's small purple reptile-like body features spiky bumps on its head and back. Its pouty face and half-closed eyes give it a grumpy appearance, hinting at its moody personality. Though it looks unimpressive at first glance, Toxel holds untapped potential as it prepares for a powerful evolution. Toxel's poison glands are not fully developed, so its toxins are mild compared to its evolved form. The mix of electric and poison energy in its body sets the foundation for the surge in power it will gain later. Toxel's mood and behavior vary based on its nature, which plays a crucial role in determining its evolution. A bold or energetic nature leads to the amped form Toxtricity, while a calmer, more laid-back nature results in the low-key form Toxtricity. Toxel evolves at level 30, gaining a wide range of electric and poison-type moves, from paralyzing foes with Nuzzle to unleashing venomous attacks. Its design and evolution path highlight its emotional and biological uniqueness. As part of the Galar region, Toxel offers a fresh take on Baby Pokémon, combining personality, strategy, and power in a memorable way. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe for more. We love your feedback, so let us know what you thought and suggest new video ideas in the comments below. See you next time.